My name is Matthew Holmes and I represent Recruit One-to-One Education Services. We're very proud to be an official partner to SAP UK and the only authorized UK-based agency reseller of the SAP Learning Hub. Today I'm going to give a demo of the SAP Learning Hub, which is an on-demand learning environment developed by SAP, where SAP consultants can access all SAP education materials and complete as many official SAP courses as are required, all for one subscription fee equating to typically less than the cost of 1 week's traditional classroom-based learning. This demo will be focused on content relevant to SAP warehouse management consultants, those consultants looking specifically to transition their skills towards SAP extended warehouse management. Please direct any queries relating to non-warehouse management content to our email address, which is education.services@recruit121.com. Okay, so to give a very quick agenda for today's session, what I will firstly be doing is showing you, the learner, how you would go about finding the content which is relevant to you. I'll then give a demonstration of how this content is delivered to you. I will then show you a learning room, which is the collaborative environment available within the SAP Learning Hub, where you are able to virtually raise your hand, interact with peers, raise questions, and also join certain events which are periodically hosted by SAP. And then finally, I will show you how you will go about validating your knowledge by generating and printing off your own SAP certificate to confirm that a particular course has been completed. Okay, so firstly, before we take a look at the Learning Hub, I just want to draw your attention to a page within SAP's own training and certification shop website. Now, the page you're looking at actually outlines all of the official EWM related courses which are available by SAP. Now, what we can actually see, the page you were previously looking at was all of the titles available as e-learning titles. Now, by doing a very quick comparison, it is possible to just confirm that it is the same materials there, the same courses which are available as e-titles as are available in a classroom. In fact, in most instances, there are actually additional courses which are only available as e-titles there. So if you ever want to... My name is Matthew Holmes and I represent Recruit One-to-One Education Services. We're very proud to be an official partner to SAP and the only authorized UK-based agency reseller of the SAP Learning Hub. Today I'm going to give a quick demo of the SAP Learning Hub, which is an on-demand learning environment developed by SAP, where consultants can access all of SAP educational materials and also complete as many official SAP courses as are required. All of this is available for one subscription fee equating to typically less than the cost of 1 week's traditional classroom-based learning. This demo will be focused on content relevant to warehouse management consultants who are looking to transition their skills towards extended warehouse management. If you do have any queries relating to content outside of WM and EWM, please do direct those to our email address, which is education.services@recruit121.com. Okay, to give a very quick agenda for today's session, firstly I'm going to demonstrate how a learner would go about identifying the content which is relevant to them. I'm then going to give a quick example of how this content is delivered to you, the learner, from within the Learning Hub. I'm then going to briefly show you a learning room, which is the collaborative environment which is available within the Learning Hub, where consultants can virtually raise their hand, ask questions to experts within SAP, but also interact with peers, join sessions, meetings, webinars hosted by SAP. Lots of information and support available for consultants making their way through a particular course. Okay, so you should now be able to see the homepage to the SAP Learning Hub. Now, I'm not going to spend any time on this page. What you can essentially find is a number of links to what are essentially how-to guides. Now, if you do become enabled on the tool with Recruit One-to-One Education Services, you will be allocated a particular account manager who will be at your beck and call to answer any questions relating to functionality or content within the tool. We're also trained and able to support you with technical queries, and those technical queries that for whatever reason we couldn't help you with, we would be able to escalate on your behalf to SAP directly. Okay, so in terms of finding the content which is relevant to you, let's firstly click on the Learning Content tab. Now, a couple of features to point out. Firstly, what you will see, which is currently loading at the bottom left of your screen, is the My Active Courses window. Now, this is the window where you will be able to view all of the particular courses and other materials which you have assigned to yourself, meaning that each time you log into the tool, there is no need to run a search each and every time. You will have a direct link to the courses relevant to you. You will be able to continue the course. So obviously you log in and out as you see fit. Your place will always be saved in the course. Okay, so also another feature to show very briefly, just to give an idea of the volume of materials which are available within the Learning Hub. Now I've just run a blank search here. I haven't filtered against any particular parameters. Now what we can see in total, there are over 5,200 titles available within the Learning Hub. And this is covering the full spectrum of SAP related topics here. Now, obviously, this demo is focused on SAP Extended Warehouse Management. So firstly, what I'm going to do is actually take a look at SAP's own training and certification shop. Now, within the training and certification shop, what you will be able to very easily identify is all of the courses which are relevant to SAP Extended Warehouse Management, but more specifically, there is a suggested curriculum map or learning path for consultants detailing in which order the particular courses should be completed. So let's just take a couple of these. So let's have a look at Extended Warehouse Management Customizing Part 1. Now this course is also available as a 10-day classroom course with SAP. So consultants do still have the option to attend a classroom, take time away from a project, in order to complete that learning. Okay, so what we will do is we'll just take this course code here, EWM 11E. Now, all I'm going to do here is just type that particular course code into my search feature here. EWM 11E. And what this will pull up is the e-learning course available within the Learning Hub. So what I can see here is the particular course. So if I click on this link, so what we can initially see is there's a very brief introduction to the course and the content within it. You're also advised on the anticipated duration of this course. Now, it may take you considerably longer, it may take you less time. This is one of the advantages of the Learning Hub. You will learn at your own pace here. So if I just continue into this course, just to give an example of how the materials are developed. Now what you can immediately see is this particular course is broken down into multiple modules here. At the end of the particular course there is a post-assessment, so you will be able to self-assess, which theoretically will tell you whether or not you're ready to actually obtain certification, if that was something that you wanted to do after completing the course here. So let me just pick one of these modules at random here. So warehouse process types. So let's just go into this module here. Just maximize this page. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to actually stream the audio that I will be hearing to you, anybody watching this demo. But what I will be able to do is actually click on a transcript button. So you will be able to imagine, if you read the transcript, that you're hearing that as accompanying audio content. Okay, so again, a very quick introduction to the course. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the transcript button here. Now, as I said, you will need to imagine that this is being it's available to you as audio content here. Okay, I'm just going to click through a couple of pages just to give an idea. But what you can immediately see is that the materials are very professionally delivered here. They are delivered in a very structured way. So let me just click through. We'll just take a look at a couple more slides here. What you can see is there are actually 13 rather slides of this particular module within this particular course. Again, here is a transcript. Now, the majority of the pages here are a combination of video and audio. But if I just keep flicking through, we can actually see here you have the option to watch a demonstration. Okay. Now again, you will see as you're making your way through the various courses, there are lots of simulations which are available. There are also a lot of exercises to ensure that you are continually self-assessing. There. Okay, so I'm just going to come out of this page now. Okay, so I mean, this should give a feel for now as to exactly how the materials and contents are delivered to you, the learner. Now, you will be able to leave a particular course or a particular module at any time. If you leave using this button here, top right of this slide, that will ensure that your page is always saved. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is just show you very briefly a learning room. Now, as I said at the beginning of this session, a learning room is the collaborative environment where you're able to ask questions, interact with peers, that sort of thing. So I'm already enrolled within a number of learning rooms. You, as a subscriber to the Learning Hub, there is no limit to the number of learning rooms that you want to subscribe to. So if we just open up the SAP Extended Warehouse Management Learning Room. Now, first thing to point out, this learning room is actually it's quite a new addition to the Learning Hub. Hence, there are not a vast sum of members at the moment. Some learning rooms have many more members. As with any collaborative environment, the more members, the more everyone will get out of this environment, really. But we certainly would expect this number will be growing quite rapidly, and that will be a combination of internal employees at SAP, freelancers, and internals from other organizations. Okay, so what you can immediately see is there's a lot of supportive text, interesting content. You will periodically see links to blogs and that sort of thing. If I just click through a couple of these subheadings. Now, firstly, here, this particular tab will draw your attention to additional materials. So if we remember, this was actually the course that we just went through a moment ago. So here there are just a couple of additional materials. This would be the next course that a learner would make their way through, and again, more materials available there. Typical materials will range from anything from a video to link to a blog, to a link to a digitized handbook or textbook, that sort of thing. Okay. Now, the collaboration tab, this is where you would actually go about asking a question. Functionality to do so is very straightforward here. Now, once a question has been asked and answered, that will be visible to all other members of this particular group. And finally, info sessions. Now, you will periodically, as a member of a particular learning room, be invited to participate in the info sessions. Now, there are currently no info sessions scheduled here, but they certainly do appear from time to time it's worth keeping an eye out, although you will actually receive a notification. This particular bell here will light up red to let you know that there is a new notification relevant to one of the courses or one of the learning rooms that you are a member of or assigned to. Now, typical events or info sessions will cover, for example, an open Q&A, or if a particular question has been raised on a number of occasions, then an expert within SAP may just cover that particular topic. Or similarly, I have seen from time to time that experts within SAP will pick a topic at random within, so maybe a particular submodule within one of the EWM courses, and they will devote a session specifically to covering that topic there. I've also seen simulations, that sort of things being covered. But again, as you will have the ability to interact with the experts directly via the collaboration feature, if there's anything that you would like to request, then that is the place to make that request. Okay, fine. So what you've now seen is a very quick overview of how you identify the content using the Learning Content feature and search option. What we've also shown is just a quick example of how these materials are delivered to you, which is usually a combination of video and audio content. We've had a look briefly at a learning room. The final feature I'd like to show you is the ability to actually generate and print your own certificate to validate that you've completed a particular course. Now, I can say with confidence, as an SAP recruiter by trade, that this is of interest to us in the recruitment industry. I often see on CVs that people are suggesting that a particular course has been completed, and we will from time to time ask people to demonstrate that by providing us with the certificate, which hopefully will appear within the next minute or so. Okay, so we can just see that's processing. Okay, so here you can see once a particular course has been completed, you will have the option to generate and print that certificate yourself. It is an official SAP certificate. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, why do I have a certificate for a learning room? Thankfully, for the purposes of the demo, the system actually believes that a learning room is a course, and my being a member has suggested that I've completed this course. Okay, so I'm just going to come out of that now. So I'll just go back to the home page. I believe that sort of covers the basics of the tool, really. There are a lot more features. A lot of consultants like to use the tool as a reference library in addition to a learning aid. So when you are on project, if you are looking, if there is a particular topic which is of interest to you, whether that is more traditional warehouse management, you may want to identify all of the learning materials relevant to warehouse management. Obviously, you'll need to filter through here. The vast majority of this seems to be extended warehouse management focused. But let's pick another topic. I know that there is, I believe it's already available actually, an integration now between EWM and QM. So if we wanted to look up as a separate topic QM here, or if we wanted to look at the likes of S4HANA, anything at all, really, you would have the option to identify all of the materials within the Learning Hub, not just limited to warehouse management and extended warehouse management. Okay, so in terms of actually going ahead and getting yourself enabled within the tool, you would need to do that by visiting our website, which is education.recruit1to1.com. Now, you will see, you'll have the option via the SAP Learning Hub tab to buy Learning Hub online. It's a very straightforward checkout process. You will be required to enter your details here. You will be prompted to identify yourself as a consumer or a business customer. We would always recommend, given that We would expect that our customers will be SAP consultants, that you identify yourself as a business customer or consumer there. Now, once I can see that that payment has come through and you have identified yourself as a business user, we will immediately generate and send to you a full VAT invoice. We will also distribute the SAP Learning Hub access details to you. Now, if you do not already have an S-user account, you will be prompted to create an account. That account will be linked to your SAP Learning Hub instance. That concludes the demo. If there are any questions at all, please don't hesitate to come and raise those to me. Again, my name is Matthew Holmes. I can be reached on UK number 02920 496 121. I'm also happy to provide one-to-one demos. So if there is any particular queries, concerns, if you'd like to drill down into a specific feature or functionality of the tool, then please do come back to me. I'd certainly be happy to arrange a demo with you. Okay, so thank you very much for sparing the time to listen to this demo, and I hope to have an opportunity to work with you soon. Thanks very much. Take care. Goodbye.